Let's start with Dreams, our very first baby, our very first composition. And I think this is true of every song that we've created together. No matter who brings it, who has the initial spark, the initial idea, once we're in the jam room together, it just transforms and it just transcends. And I think that's also why the name really sticks.
I remember meeting at a jam room, and then we were like, okay, let's start. What do we like? Do you have any ideas? I remember looking at each other, and no one was actually prepared. I think Sudhakar wasn't around at that time. It was three of us, Megha, Alexa, and me.
When the first parts of the songs were written, I wasn't there. I joined a jam another day, and I was told that, you know, a song has been written like this, and then they played that song.
Dipankar came up with this riff that he had, and luckily for us, Megha had written lyrics a few years ago.
I had a poem. It was actually a poem that I'd written a really long time ago, and I said, hey, something about the sound and the song that's like in its rawest form reminded me of that poem.
It was a song that was written about how in our dreams we can accomplish anything. There is no fear, there is no judgment, there's nothing stopping us, there's no ceiling, there's no roof.
I've written a lot, but for some reason that was the one that came to mind, and it was created in the jam room. I don't think, and it was created together, and I think that has always been such a powerful memory even in my head, and that was the moment I knew that this could work.
And later on, then when Sudhakar joined, he added the drums, and then it started feeling full.
I was in one of my, I want to do everything in Latin jazz style or something, and so I put in Latin, percussion beats, and it didn't work. So then Dipankar and Alexa explained the kind of groove that they want me to play, and I was reluctant, but I played it, and it sounded fantastic. I'm like, oh, okay, I should pay more attention to experienced people.
I think it all came naturally. Like, we didn't have to like force ourselves to write the song, and this is only possible because we're so comfortable with each other that
there was no question that each one individually was a phenomenal musician. But I think in the making of Dreams is when I knew we were a band. We were four individuals that could bring their own ideas and co-create something that resonated and rang true for all four of us. And yeah, I think Dreams, it's so special that I knew we were a band, and in that jam room at that time, in the making of that song. That was Dreams.